and thanks so much for taking the
Yes,
time
sir.
today. It's great, great seeing you, great meeting you officially,
Absolutely.
and great officially getting down here as
Right.
well. I know we're just talking about, it's a nice day so far, and hopefully it
Yes.
stays that way.
Yes.
And then, of course, such a beautiful property that y'all have for sure. It's great driving in, and so the way I usually like to start these off is kind of with a little bit of that curveball question, that fun
Okay.
one. So if you could choose your best friend,
Okay.
whether maybe in real life or kind of imaginary,
Right.
who would that be and why?
Okay. Well, I would say I have a good group of friends. I have three really good friends that I could probably count on no matter what. I just got married last year, so I had a best man, Joey, and so I would have to say that he would probably be my best friend. Um, he when I moved schools into a new high school freshman year, he was the first guy to kind of reach out and say hi, and
Oh,
we've
sweet.
been friends ever since.
Oh my goodness, that's the
Yeah.
best kind of stuff too, right
Right,
there, right? Knowing that there is one person
right,
just like that, right?
absolutely,
That's willing to accept themselves a little bit.
absolutely.
So I know in my case, growing up, I was always kind of the shy kid.
Yeah,
So I know I was kind of the same in that sense, just having that one, two, like those one or two people just saying, "Hey, how's it going?" It
right,
was a huge impact for
absolutely,
sure.
absolutely.
So thanks so much for that, and then kind of into the transition about the winery.
Yes.
And so I know we are talking about this a tiny bit of already prior to hopping on here, but um, why'd you start it? How'd y'all start it? And take me through that process of kind of the why getting it going and the
Yeah,
why continuing it, right?
yeah. Oh, absolutely. So it all started with the property. The vineyard was an afterthought. Um, it was just that, an afterthought. My dad was working in Texas. My mom was doing her grad schooling in Texas. That's where they met. Dad moved out here, and with his job, and then in search for property, found this area. Fell in love with it immediately, and started the. Mom moved here. They married and started the family. That was 1987. And so 1987, the property was acquired, and it was nothing but trees, overgrown, one house site on the property, overgrown with trees and vines, and they made it work. Um, Fast forward several years, 5 kids later, they're looking for a babysitter, and so they've got a babysitter, and she had just gone overseas to France, and she came back and she says, "Well, you're looking for something to do with with your property. What about a vineyard?" And that wasn't even an idea around here. Children's Vineyards, I believe, started around the same time in 2007 as we did.
Wow.
And um, so he just jumped on it. He was a contractor by trade, and started clearing the trees, cutting things out, uh, getting all the stumps out of the ground, and clearing the first vineyard by 1999 2000. Um, Planting the first grapes, and and then producing for the first time in 2004. So it was a long process, a lot of time, and that's, I think, what sets um, things apart here. Was it's all done by hand. It's all done by us, or by my parents to start, obviously, and so it's just very personal. Everything is um, everything means something, and it's so fun to then finally get a harvest, out of it at the very end of the year, and see the fruits of the labor.
All
So
right.
that's kind of how it got started, and so we are continuing on this what I call, I guess, legacy of a sort, and we want to keep this place going, and what once was a chore is now a labor of love, and we really want to make it thrive.
Yeah, for sure. And so obviously with that comes so many great memories, right?
Yes.
And obviously, like we were saying to you earlier, right? Well, a couple tough ones too,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Kind of
Yes.
thrown there in the process, as kind of the way life just goes with it. But out of all those memories, right? Which one would you pinpoint as your favorite?
That'd be impossible. Because as much work happened out here, we had so much fun too.
Mm.
Uh, I mean, from pond days to river days to uh, just biking around the whole property. It's almost impossible to pinpoint one of my favorites.
Yeah, for sure. Um, And that's always the tough part about it, right?
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily tough, but like the best part about it, really,
Yeah,
is being able to
absolutely.
have all of that, especially with close ones around you too.
Absolutely.
And with that too being said, right, the biggest part of everything that we do, especially within this space, is all about that community component,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So how much does a community mean to y'all? And what to that point, kind of too, what does it take for y'all to get people in and all that fun stuff?
Oh, well, the community is everything. It's a huge part of why we still do it. It's so much fun to be able to go out there and work all week, weekends, and then come in here and have people come and want to taste the wines that we've made and to kind of hear our story a little bit because we've got one. Everyone's got one. But it's just a lot of fun. We have community help in some of the pictures around the tasting room here. You'll see just tons of people in the fields, and they are just friends and community members of the community that have been here and enjoy it and want to help and want to say that hey, we helped, we got this, and we had a beautiful time doing it. And at the end of the day, that's what we want people to walk away with. But I mean, even now, we have Sundays are our music day, and I would say that's when most of our regular customers come in, our friends, and it's just so nice to see them, to be in here, to be the regular face, and not just kind of have someone behind the bar serving drinks. It's really important for us to make that relationship with everyone and want people to come back and enjoy their time here. We have some really close neighbors that have become really good friends over the last year, and he comes out and helps weekly, and
Oh, nice.
whether it be weed eating, helping us weed eat, or helping us plant the new plants we just planted. Community is everything, and it just means so much that we have people that want to help.
Yeah, and that's incredible too, right? That you have so much support,
Yeah,
really without having a blank.
right,
And that's, oh my god, like that is huge.
right.
And so for the folks that have never been here before,
Yeah.
right, the first timers, what would you want them to know initially about the vineyard?
Well, that it's not it's not your typical vineyard. I don't believe it's a very welcoming, open environment. Open to friends, family, kids, dogs. Everyone's welcome. Um, and it's just an open environment. People can come and enjoy company and enjoy the weather and enjoy the music. And each other, because at the end of the day, that's I think what it's all about. Keeping it close and having friends and family to enjoy time with.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you for that. And last but not least, that's kind of the way to wrap up the conversation for now. Is what next?
Well, what next is we want to keep we want to regrow. So right now we're in our regrow period. We are a lot of our plants are sick and dying, and so we're going to be we've already torn out 1 acre of plants and torn them out completely, replanted 800 just this past month. Those were new Merlot grapes, and so we're excited to see those grow. They're already blooming right now,
Nice.
and so that is the immediate next is replanting all the plants and getting these grapes to grow and having some amazing wine to come out